Well, hey there, it's Nathan Zadwarny, and I want to welcome you to Total Niche Mastery. Thank you so much for picking up this course. I really appreciate it. I really think you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to learn a very fast and simple method for uncovering a profitable niche. And you're also going to learn what to sell them by the end of this training. And I usually get this sort of niche research done in about an hour or under an hour. That includes what kind of a niche, whether it be a broad niche or a sub niche, the people involved in the niche, and also what to sell them as well. And then beyond that, there's some extra stuff that I'm going to show you too, including some stuff that wasn't advertised on the sales letter. But anyway, enjoy, and you're going to have to watch this training probably a couple of times, but then you'll be able to dive right in and start uncovering those profitable niches. First off, a little bit about me. My name is Nathan Zadwarny. I've been a content marketer for 5 years. I've been an online internet marketer now. I started in 2009, but to be honest with you, I really didn't get the ball rolling until about 2014. And I've also been a certified coach, trainer, and hypnotherapist for about 10, almost 12 years now too. So I've been doing this for a little while, and I'm very, very excited to share this information with you. Now, I am Canadian, which means that from time to time, I might pronounce the word niche as niche, because that's the more Canadian or British way of saying it, although I will try to use the American term niche because my audience is mostly from the United States and it makes it more comfortable. Anyway, let's dive right in. First off, why you need a niche in internet marketing. A lot of people, when they first start off in internet marketing, they don't exactly know where to go or what to do. They're told they can make lots of money online, and they're told that they can make it in a variety of ways. But as you gain more experience and as you learn more, you begin to realize that you need to focus on one particular group of people, also known as a niche or an audience, and be able to serve them. You see, money is actually never exchanged unless value is provided. And in order to be able to provide value, we need to be able to understand a small group of people or a large group of people and what they are looking for. And then we can provide that to them. So why you need a niche in order to be successful in internet marketing is because it provides you a focus. It stops you from jumping from thing to thing to thing, hoping to strike it big with some technique or some strategy or some kind of magic button that's been pulled out of the sky. And it allows you to focus on what's really the thing to make you money in internet marketing, which is providing value to a group of people. So it gives you a focus. It allows you to focus. The next thing that it allows you to do is to gain expertise. See, when you're moving from thing to thing or from place to place, and you're not serving a particular group of people, it doesn't allow you to gain any knowledge or expertise in what a particular market needs. And like I said before, you don't make money unless you're serving a need. So you need to be able to not only pick a market, but gain some expertise within that market. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lot. Oftentimes, you're perhaps just 2 or 3 steps ahead of the people that you're serving and selling to, but you do need to build an amount of knowledge, an amount of expertise, an amount of ability within that niche in order for you to start earning an income. Lastly, you need a niche so that you can grow your authority. Now, authority and expertise are 2 different things. Authority is what you claim for yourself through having knowledge and through expressing your opinions on that knowledge in a strong, consistent, and confident way. Expertise is usually bestowed from some other organization, like getting a PhD in something or getting a diploma in something, or being anointed an expert by, some outside source. Not a lot of people just step up to the plate and say, I'm an expert in this, without backing it up, without saying I have a diploma in this, or a degree in this, or a PhD in this, or I've written 5 books about this topic, or here are all my peer-reviewed articles on this. But people do step up from out of nowhere and claim authority within a niche. And they can do that simply because they've learned a lot, they've perhaps experienced a lot. They have basically decided that this is the pool that they want to play in. They have opinions, they have some knowledge, and they're ready to lead people within that particular niche or particular audience. And like I said before, expertise, you're usually expected to have a certain high amount of knowledge. Authority, all you need is to be 2 or 3 steps ahead in order to be able to claim that you are an authority on a particular subject and to be able to teach on that particular subject. So those are the things that why you need a niche. Because without a niche, you won't have focus, you won't be able to gain any knowledge or expertise, and most importantly, you won't be able to grow your authority. You won't be able to have people that look to you to provide the answers to their questions and the solutions to their problems, and you won't be able to have those people pull out their wallets or their credit cards to pay you for what you have to say. Next up, why most niche research sucks. Now, niche research is ages old. It's as old as marketing and advertising has been, over 100 years now, maybe longer. And there's been lots and lots of iterations of advertising, of marketing, of branding. Things come and go, trends rise and fall, but most of the stuff that you're going to learn about niche research is from the old school of niche research. A lot of it is mired in demographics. A lot of it is mired in old, outdated methods from an older generation that perhaps didn't have access to the technologies that we have, didn't have access to the speed of information gathering that we have, didn't have access to the easy flow of currency and credit that our generations now do have as well. So in essence, most niche research that you might find in books or even online, it sucks because it takes too long. They can have you researching niches for days or weeks with these old methods. You're not going to find that here. I'm going to show you a very quick and effective method. And like I said before, it's based on old demographic models that just aren't valid anymore. I mean, they are to a certain extent, but they aren't as valid as they used to be. Niche research from the old days also doesn't focus on buyer intent. A lot of the time, the niches just focus on, like I said, those demographic models. They don't focus on whether or not buyers are part of that market. And they don't use the same methods that are available now in order to determine that buyer intent. Now, I'm not going to teach you the deep dive on buyer intent in this. I want you to be able to find a niche and penetrate into it quickly. But that being said, you don't need the old niche research, especially if it doesn't focus on buyer intent. And lastly, there are lots of niche research softwares that have been developed in the last 15 years, 10 to 20 years. A lot of the times they're too expensive. A lot of the times all they do is they just pull up the old methods from before. Now, there's lots of good ones out there as well, but I've found for the most part you can do this niche research yourself, especially if you're starting. You don't need to spend money on software when you can just find a niche, get in there quickly, penetrate it quickly, get into profit, and then decide if you want to spend the extra money on the software. Now, what makes this particular method awesome, in my opinion, is that it's quick. an hour or less once you've got the method down. It is simple. Trust me, once you see the core research method, oh my goodness, you're going to love it. And it reveals buying intent, which is awesome. It also reveals what they want. Now, buying intent and what they want are almost two sides of the same coin in this method, and it's very, very exciting because you can get both of those just simply by doing a few visits to a couple of websites and clicking around a little bit. It also lets you get started quickly. That is the most important thing, especially when you're getting started. It lets you get started quickly. Now, a little bit later on in the training, I'm going to be doing some extra stuff on how to get inside of your niche's heads, how to get inside the heads of your market. The people in your market, you're going to learn what drives them. And this extra training is going to let you speak to them like a trusted advisor. So we're going to go a little bit beyond in this training, beyond just finding a niche and finding out what to sell them. The extra stuff that I've got down below is going to be more advanced. It's not specifically part of this method, but you're going to love it and you're going to want to use it anyway. So let's quickly look at what makes a profitable niche. In my opinion, there's 4 things that make a profitable niche. Now, if you're not David Ogilvy, you're not, the people at Sterling Cooper Draper Price, you're not a big advertising agency. You're probably a single person. So you're going to want to be picking one niche, or at least one niche at a time. You don't need to spread yourself across multiple niches, which means that you can focus on just a couple of things. The first thing that you're going to want to, actually, I'm going to get some water. I'm going to pause this recording and get some water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. So what makes a profitable niche? Well, it breaks down into 4 categories, in my opinion, for this simple niche research method. Problems, passion, money, and you. Let's go into those 4 things. First off, problems are the most important aspect of whether or not a niche is profitable. Now, of course, everybody has problems. The most important thing, I'm going to get rid of this here. The most important thing is that the problems are pressing on them. The problems of other people need to always be on their minds. They need to be keeping them awake, whether it's because it's, potentially, a financial issue or a health issue or a relationship issue, or it's something that's just keeping them awake at night, trying to be solved, or it needs to be solved quickly. It could be a household issue. It could be a clothing related issue. There are lots and lots of different problems that people have, but if you don't have problems, you don't have a profitable niche. So problems are something that you need to have in a profitable niche. The next thing is passion. The passion needs to be to solve the problem. People have to want to solve the problem. They have to be actively looking for solutions, trying solutions. Maybe they've already bought a solution or they've been researching solutions online, but they have to be actively searching for a solution for their problem, and that's got to drive their passion. They've got to be passionate about solving that problem. The other part of passion could be just that it's like an irrational, all-consuming passion. The example that you've probably heard before about some kind of an irrational, all-consuming passion is golf. People don't need to play golf, but they get obsessed with playing golf. It's like poker. I remember probably about 10 years ago when I got obsessed with playing poker, because poker was the big boom at the time. So I was playing online poker and I was going to the casino, and I bought hundreds of dollars of books to teach me how to become a better poker player. I didn't need to play poker. I didn't make my living playing poker. I just got really, really, really obsessively passionate about poker. People get obsessed about lots of different things, and they will spend money, if they have it, on those crazy little obsessions. So passion is also a big thing for a profitable niche. Next up, money. They've got to have money. Is it a buying market? People can have problems all day. They can have passions all day. But if the market in general doesn't have the money to spend on solutions for their problems or to help them increase the satisfaction of those all-consuming passions, then you're not going to be able to make money, and it doesn't make a profitable niche. So are there products already for sale within the niche? Are people already selling things to the niche? Are people already advertising to the niche? Are they advertising consistently to the niche? If they are, then that probably means that there's money in that niche. So it's probably a buying market. But if it's not a buying market, then you don't have a profitable niche. Now, lastly, is you. If you are a solo internet marketer, like many people that will be watching or listening to this program are, then it's really important to remember that this is a long-term game. You're not going to find your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow within 3 months. You're probably not going to find it within a year or 2 years or 3 years. It's going to be a building. You're going to start from nothing, and you're going to build skills and abilities, and you're going to build income as you go. At a certain point, if you're dedicated and focused and you're improving, you'll be able to equal your job income. You'll be able to exceed your job income. You'll be able, perhaps, to do this full time. But until then, you're on your own. And you need to be dedicated to your niche and to your market, which is why it's really important for you to have some kind of passion or excitement or at least interest in what you're going to be talking about and selling all day long. So your passions are important. Your skills are important. Your achievements are important. Why is that there? Hang on a second. Where'd I go? All right. Your passions, your skills, your achievements are important as well. Are the things that you have already done that somebody else would want to learn, would want to pay you to have you teach them? Where is the confluence or the meetup point between what you know how to do, what you've achieved, and what a market might want to buy? Have you solved a problem that somebody else has right now? Have you improved on a passion that you have that somebody else wants to improve on? Think about that. And what I would recommend to you is that you make a list of all of the things that you've ever done that you've done well and that you've accomplished or achieved. And then you make a list of everything that you're incredibly interested in. And then you make 2 more lists of people that you know that have done something really impressive or even modestly impressive, or something that somebody is an absolute expert in. And if you share some kind of a passion with that person, then you can bind together and you can provide solutions to a niche. But most of the time it's just going to be you. So make sure that you are passionate about what you're going to be offering to your profitable niche. Okay, let's move on. So what makes an unprofitable niche? This is pretty obvious now. No problems that need to be solved, and no money to buy anything. So you need both of those things in order to make a profitable niche. And if you're talking to a bunch of people that don't have any problems, or they're not interested in what you're selling, then they're not going to buy. So it's not profitable. On the flip side, if they're extremely interested in what you have to sell, and if you're able to solve their problems, but they don't have any money, the market doesn't have any money to buy your solutions, then it's not a profitable niche either. And I mean, let's be honest, charity only goes so far. And it's good to be charitable, but it's also good to make money solving other people's problems, because that's another way to serve people. You serve people through charity, or you serve people through selling them the solutions to their problems. And I like to do a little bit of both. All right, so that's what makes an unprofitable niche and what makes a profitable niche. And as you can see, they're kind of the opposites of each other. So let's move on now. Up-and-coming niches are extremely hot and exciting, and for somebody that maybe is a little bit inexperienced in internet marketing, or is unsure of themselves, oftentimes getting into a brand new niche or getting excited by a brand new niche will really, really kind of, get you excited for a little while. But then you learn that maybe it's not that cool, or you're not that interested in it, or the niche is kind of a flop, or maybe it's a little bit of crap. And you're stuck right back at one again, at square one again, looking for a niche. So up and coming niches versus evergreen niches. I like to stick with evergreen niches. It's just the way that I am. I recommend that you stick with evergreen niches too. It's just smarter for a long-term business. I know that evergreen niches are there for life, and it allows me to focus on just one business instead of picking up on something that's hot for a little while and then dropping it because it's falling off or it's not what I thought it was going to be. I can focus on a single business for years and years. It allows me, like I said before, to build authority. It allows me to build a body of work, whether that be blog posts, videos. It allows me to build a suite of products that I can sell again and again and again to that niche. It allows me to build a solid customer base that falls in love with my particular style of training, coaching, and content, and allows me to help them and then in the process earn even more and more money. So I prefer evergreen niches, and we're going to talk about evergreen niches in a moment. But I just want to point out to you that most up-and-coming niches or new niches are often sub-niches of evergreen anyway. And I'll give you two examples. The whole keto diet, which is really hot right now, keto diets, paleo diets. It's obviously just an offshoot of the health niche, which is an evergreen niche. And then we talk about, as an example, cryptocurrencies, whether that be Bitcoin, blockchain technology. There's a couple of other things and there's new ones being invented seemingly every hour. It's a hot market at this moment. And that's also in the wealth niche. It's a sub niche of an evergreen niche anyway. So to me, getting involved with a solid sub niche of an evergreen niche, a proven sub niche of an evergreen niche, is just smarter in the long run. I mean, you're going to do what you want, and of course you have to let your passions guide you to a certain extent, but in my opinion, you should stick with an evergreen niche, a solid subcategory of an evergreen niche, and I'm going to show you how to find those in just a couple of minutes. So let's go on now. Let's talk about those major evergreen niche categories, and to me there's the three, and everybody knows this. I'm probably not sharing anything new with you here. The three major niche categories are health, wealth, and relationships. So in health, you've got your diets, you've got your exercise, you've got your holistic treatments, you've got massage, you've got yoga, you've got meditation, you've got, what else we got? We got cooking, we've got okay, well, I'm running out of them, but that was a good number of wealth topics or health topics. And then in wealth, you've got, of course, the make money online space, which is to a certain extent the one that I'm involved in. Then you've got, the crypto and the Bitcoin. You've got the Forex trading. You've got the financial planning. You've got gambling to a certain extent is a wealth related niche. Those sorts of things, business opportunities and network marketing is in the wealth niche. Lots of different things that are in the wealth niche. And then, of course, in relationships, you've got dating, you've got parenting, you've got personal development, which could also be in the health niche as well, but it helps relationships too. You've got relationship counseling, you've got marriage counseling or marriage coaching or guidance. There's lots of relationship subcategories as well in the three major niches. Now, as you can see, the three major niches, health, wealth, and relationships, cover 90% of life in the Western world, in what we call the first world, quote unquote. The folks with the majority of the wealth in the world, they're mostly dealing with problems in either health, wealth, or relationships, if not all three. But those three niches themselves, in and of themselves, are too wide. You've got to niche down or go into a smaller niche, sometimes a very, very small niche, in order to build successfully. What I like to do is I like to go into a very, very small niche, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm in the content marketing and internet marketing branding niche. All right, with a little bit of coaching mixed in there, just because that's what I do. But that's my main core focus is the internet marketing, and I niche down into branding, content marketing, and product development. So I have niched myself from wealth into make money online, into my basic 3 category sub niche. So I'm 3 levels deep, if you can think about it that way. And you need to do that too. Maybe not 3 levels deep, maybe 4 levels deep or 2 levels deep, but you need to niche down and get into a teeny tiny little niche to start. And so that you can build successfully and penetrate that niche, because you can't just go into wealth. You've got, get more wealth, sign up here. That doesn't really work. Get healthier, sign up here. It's way too broad. So you gotta niche right down in order to start building successfully. And then as you start to build more successfully, maybe you broaden out a little bit. So let's talk about niches of niches. Wide is not good at the beginning. You've got to start really small. And it's this whole idea of the power of one. You want to be speaking in your marketing to one person, solving one problem with one solution. And we're going to talk a lot about this at the end of this training, about the power of one and finding that one person and learning how to speak to them. But that's where you need to start. You need to start with the problems of one particular person. That's how you should think about it in order to go from a big wide niche like health into a smaller sub niche, like, keto dieting for pregnant women that are in middle age, that work a full-time job, right? Something like that. That gives you a pretty clear idea of one person. So that's what I'm talking about. And lastly, see if you can relate the niche of the niche to you or to your interests. Remember I was talking before about poker? Online poker. Online poker is a very specialized market. I mean, there's a lot of people that at the time were very, very excited about it, but it's still a very specialized niche. Not everybody in the world was playing online poker, but I was part of a small group that was really interested in purchasing books on learning how to get better on online poker. So if you can think about it that way, that's where you need to start. So let's go into the core now. After however long we've been at it here, how long we've been at it? Oh my God, half an hour. Let's get into the core method. But I think that was really valuable setup for you. So now let's get into the core method. And it's really simple. You're going to go to 3 websites. You're going to go to the Kindle bestseller website. You're going to go to justmediakits.com. And then depending on what your sub niche is, you're going to go to one of these 4 sites: ClickBank, Warrior Plus, JVZoo, or Udemy. All right. Now, Kindle bestsellers is going to allow you to find your niche and to niche down as far as you can, because as you know, and we're going to look at this, I'm going to pull up a browser in a second. I'm going to go through these websites and then we'll do a quick little search in a browser. The Kindle bestseller list is going to allow you to niche down as far as you can, and if there are still best-selling books within a sub-niche of a sub-niche of a sub-niche, then you know you probably got a successful niche. JustMediaKits.com is a place where you can access media kits for magazines. Now, magazines, when they sell advertising, whether it be an online magazine, a newsletter, or a print magazine, old school, they send what they call media kits out to potential advertisers. And it gives you a really good overview of demographics, which you still need, even though you don't need a ton of it, and interests. Good media kits will also include interests that people that read their magazines are interested in, which will give you even more insight as to whether the niche that you're starting to pick is a good niche for you. And then lastly, ClickBank, Warrior Plus, JVZoo, Udemy, you're going to look at what's selling. And you're going to notice patterns within what is selling for sub niches. We'll take a quick look at all 4 of these as well. So if I can remember my password for some of them. Anyway, let's have a quick look, and we're going to set the timer. Where are we now? We are 29 minutes and 29 seconds into the recording. So let's see how quickly I can investigate a niche. And we're going to look in the health niche. So Kindle ebooks best sellers. Let's have a quick look. And I am in Canada, so I don't want the Canada one. I want the American one. And what have I got? I got Amazon.com. So here we go. So on the left-hand side of the screen over here, as you can see, you're going to see Kindle ebooks and all of the categories. Look at all the categories. Arts and photography, but these are all best-selling books. They're all best-selling Kindle books on Amazon. Right now, you can see that there's a wealth of information that you could go into if you wanted to. Now, we're obviously going to be going into nonfiction. Okay, you're not going to be selling Dan Brown books. You're going to be going into nonfiction, so you want to find a nonfiction topic. And I said that we're going to look at health, just because I'm in the wealth niche, and I want to look at health, fitness, and dieting. So let's have a look. Best sellers in health, fitness, and dieting. Now, you could go into the top 100 paid right now, but if you'll notice, there's actually sub-niches already. So there's sub-niches in health, fitness, and dieting. So I'm going to go to... Let's go to diets and weight loss. It's a little obvious, but we can do it. Okay, diets, food counters, special conditions. So now we had the first level was health, fitness, and dieting. The second level is diets and weight loss. Third level, special conditions. Let's have a look. Clean eating is number 1. Ketogenic diet is number 2. Clean eating again. So notice 2 books on clean eating in the top 3 as of right now, today. Beating cancer with nutrition. All right. Reverse diabetes. So now we're getting into kind of like fix certain ailments or illnesses with your diet. Insulin resistant diet. So again, diabetes related. Ketogenic again. So in the top 7, 2 keto, 2 clean eating, 2 diabetes related, insulin, 3 diabetes related, fat destroyer, general diet book it looks like. I could click on this and have a quick look or hover over it. One step solution, rapid fat, blah, 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 blah. Okay, diet book. 10, ketogenic. 11, vegan, Mediterranean diet, keto, diabetes, clean. Notice the patterns. No sugar, no flour, vegan, diabetes. It looks like diabetes is going to win the top 20. Keto. And then what do we got here? Piece of cake. What is this? Anti-inflammatory. So we have specialized diets. We have ketogenic. We have clean eating. We have diets for diabetes, reversing diabetes or helping with insulin resistance. And we have vegan, clean, keto, vegan, and diabetes related. That's 4 niches that you could get into if you wanted. They're niche down as far as Amazon will allow, but they still have best-selling books on the Kindle bookstore. That is a good niche. And you could do the same if you go back up to Kindle ebooks. You could go and let's have a look at wealth. Let's go to business and money. And here are all the sub-niches for business and money. So let's go to investing. Grabbed my thing. And then we go even lower. Bonds, commodities, futures. Let's go bonds. Because I don't know anything about bonds and it could be fun. Irrational exuberance. How to get filthy rich. Look at this. Bitcoin is right there. Cryptocurrencies. Millionaire teacher. Wealth. These are general wealth. Technical analysis. Bond investing. There's good old Warren. What does this have to say? Investing. So general investing books. Trader. Financial markets. Options. Bonds. So yes, bonds is bonds again. Junk bonds. How to make money with junk bonds. Interesting. Investing in bonds. Bonds is a valid niche. It's number 1. Amazon's made it a specific sub niche and they're selling books with it. And why argue with Amazon, right? Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to pick clean eating. That's the one that I'm going to pick. So we're going to go with clean eating and I'm going to hold it in my mind and I'm going to see if clean eating is a thing. So the next site that we're going to go to is Just Media. And I do this one, Just Media Kits. So let's have a look. And I'm going to go media kit search, and I'm going to go to clean diet or clean eating. Clean eating. Let's have a look. Clean eating magazine, media kit info. Boom. There is a magazine devoted to clean eating. Is it still? My goodness. Those tacos look pretty good. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find our clean eating advertising info. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So when you go to just media kits, it gives you an overview of the magazine. It gives you, sometimes it'll give you their website. It'll give you their advertising info. It'll give you a write-up on, what they're about. Social media is always good. Let's have a quick look at how many Facebook pages they have. Facebook followers they have. Not bad. Look at that. 750,000 people that like Clean Eating Magazine. That's pretty good. So let's take a look at their advertising info. All right, so why advertise with us? Let's have a look. Why would I advertise with you? You're looking for demographic info here, ideally, and you're looking for information on their interests besides clean eating. So what do we got? So it doesn't look like, it looks like we might have to connect with them directly. Media kit. I don't see it. Okay. So I'm not seeing it. That's okay. Let's have a quick look. So I'm looking for some advertise with us. Let's have a look at that. I think that's where we were, to be honest with you. Okay, but I want to show you a media kit. So I'm going to look for another diet related. So nutrition and healthy food. We'll go with something keto if they've got it. You know what? I'll go with natural solutions. And we'll see if they've got a media kit. Advertising info. Because I want to show you a media kit. There we go. Click here to view the Natural Solutions Media Kit. So sometimes I don't have them, but most of the time they do. So, wow, okay, here's the 4. Gluten-free. Let's go gluten-free just to have a look. It is more of a specialized diet. It's not clean eating, but it is a specialized diet, and gluten-free is hot right now. So, little bit of demographic, 3 million people with celiac disease, 18 million Americans living a gluten-free lifestyle. Gluten-free marketplace grew to $973 million in 2014. That's almost 4 years ago. Projected sales of gluten-free products, $2 billion. So this is a buying market as well. You can tell. I mean, they've got a magazine for it. So, gluten-free magazine, blah, blah, blah. Foodies, it all looks yummy. This is what they sell, but I want to get, boom, demographics and circulation. 95% female. Household median income, $84,700. 97 of the readers are on a gluten-free diet. Median age of 46 years. Some college, 89. 94% of them buy gluten-free products 1 or more times a week. So, think about that. Gluten-free products, that is probably not only food, but it's also probably recipe guides, cookbooks, and just reading about information about gluten-free as well. So, what else we got? 125,000 copies for each issue, so that's good. And then they distribute all over the place in, it looks like, these places, which is awesome, and they're on Amazon as well. They're also in doctor's offices. So what else have we got in here? So that gives you a really good overview. And then we've got a little bit of everything here. And then the advertising rates, which you obviously don't need to worry about. So this one is not so bad. It gives you some good ideas. But it shows you that there's money in the market. It shows you that the people buy in the market, and it shows you that the market exists. There's a magazine for gluten-free. There was a magazine for clean eating too. It's unfortunate that I wasn't able to get a media kit for you right away, but they have a clean eating magazine, for crying out loud. So you know that it's a buyer's market. What else have we got? I'm just going to quickly go through the rest here. I don't know if there is anything. Advertising. and then a lot of small print. Okay, so there's the media kit. So now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to ClickBank, and I'm going to log in. I may not have to log in to the marketplace. Let's have a look. Affiliate marketplace. Good, I can just browse. So I'm going to browse on ClickBank. Now this is to tell me we already have, we know that Kindle books sell in, let me go back to, we know that Kindle books sell for clean eating. We know that magazines sell for clean eating. We know from the media kit for that magazine, now that was gluten-free, sorry. But we know from media kits that people will buy, and we know that since the magazine and the books exist, that people buy information in this market. So let's have a quick look here at ClickBank to see barbecue, baking, cooking, general recipes, special diet. Let's have a look there. Metabolic cooking, anabolic cooking, paleo hacks, diabetes, paleo diet, paleo, diabetes, low carb, high protein, paleo. Looks like a lot of paleo. Interesting. Vegan, alkaline, gluten-free. There's gluten-free again. Keto, slow cook, Scarsdale, paleo, dash diet. Interesting. Well, let's have a quick look. We can search here. Clean eating. I'm not sure if we're going to find it. Interesting. 90-day transformation, 21 days to healthy eating. Dog owners, diet resolution. Paleo. Lean body, paleo, holy grail of it. So there's a lot of stuff here. Peaceful eating. That's interesting. I'd like to find out what that is. I'm going to look at peaceful eating for weight loss. Give me a second. Oh, okay, I'm getting distracted. It's a video sales letter. I don't want to play that for you. They're long sometimes. Okay. But we have specialized diets in ClickBank, and these products are selling on ClickBank, most of them. Anyway, I saw a lot of paleo, so let's look at paleo. Paleo resolution, I'm going to search by gravity, and let's see. So the average sale for somebody that sells a paleo product as an affiliate, is $11.89. And it looks like 157 affiliates or 158 affiliates have sold this product. I think it's in the last 30 or 60 days or something like that. So paleo products sell, which means that you could put together a paleo product and you could sell it. Now you could probably, based on the things that we've looked at in Amazon, as well as on the Media Kit's website, you could probably put together and sell a paleo guide. You could probably put together and sell a keto guide. You could probably put together and sell a diabetes guide, definitely. You probably could even put together and sell a clean eating guide, or not even sell, even just throw up a landing page with a 5 to 10 page PDF on tips to start eating paleo, or tips to start eating keto, or tips to start your clean eating journey. And then you could offer that and start building a list, and then offer some of these products on the back end. Anyway, that's the system, and it's just that easy. Now let's have a quick look at the time. So I did that in 10-15 minutes. Now let's look at, and what I would do is, if I was interested in paleo, and if I had some knowledge and excitement about it, then I would do it. So let's go to Warrior Plus. This is the internet marketing niche. Lots of products that are sold on Warrior Forum or in the internet marketing / make money online niche are there. And I'm in my own account. So I'm going to go to affiliates, and I'm going to go to offers. Big money day for me, as you can tell. And I'm going to look at what is selling right now. And as you can see, Ignition is selling. And what are the categories? Let me go. Well, usually when you hover over this, it'll allow you to look at the categories, and it's not right now. So I will just click on it, and I will look at, so what have we got? Marketing education, affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is popular. Let's go down to the next one. What do we got? Traffic. Good. So we've got affiliate marketing, email marketing. Good. So we've got affiliate marketing and email marketing. What else have we got that's exciting? Affiliate marketing, email marketing, traffic. What else have we got? Email marketing, social media, traffic. So we just keep seeing the same things over and over again. Traffic, drop shipping, PLR, white label. Okay, it's a little bit of an outlier. Affiliate marketing, email marketing, PLR, white label. Interesting. Email marketing. Local business, a little bit different. Not a standout with everything else. And why is Brendan's stuff just not showing up for me on the hover? Affiliate marketing again. What else? Email marketing. So look, I've done maybe 10 products, and it's all been affiliate marketing, email marketing, traffic. Those are the 3 big products that sell on the Warrior Plus network, and I bet you it's going to be the same on JVZoo, except JVZoo is more angled towards software. So software that can solve the same problems as opposed to information products, which are mostly on Warrior Plus and Udemy.com. That's the last one. I'm going to close a bunch of windows here. I don't want my computer to crash while we're doing this. So Udemy.com, and I'm just going to search clean eating. What do we got? Earn a lean physique, training and nutrition plan, stop coping, psoriasis, 12 weeks to clean eating without losing your mind. Let's find out how many people, so 23 ratings, not bad. Let's see how many, if we can find out how many students have had this. 7,288 students have enrolled in this since, it was last updated 2 years ago, and they paid $15 minimum for this. So 7,000 at $15, that's a lot of money. That's not bad. I'd spend 2 years doing that. Now let's have a quick look at the table of contents. Let's have a quick look at the table of contents. Hang on. There it is, the curriculum. Why you love the system, your meals. Simple meal plan, grocery list. Can we open this up? We can. Look at this. Grocery list, how many calories to eat. Not only do you know that this is a market that people buy stuff in, but you can learn exactly what to sell them as well. Oh my gosh. Just by looking at the table of contents. A little bit of mindset there. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit of mindset. Now it looks like it's maybe just, what do we got? Week 3? Yeah. Week 4. Interesting. So he just gives you, is it a he or a she? Sorry, whoever you are. Emeroy. That could go either way. Here's your meal plans and everything up top. Here's your meal plans here. And then the rest of this just looks like it's just guiding you and giving you little bits of information along the way. This is a great little course. It probably didn't take them long to do. And they've sold over 7,000 of them, for crying out loud. So think about it. Clean eating is a niche. Amazon books sold on clean eating. Media kit, or at least magazine, sold on clean eating. Udemy course with 7,000 subscribers or purchasers on clean eating. It's a niche, and it took you 20 minutes. 20 minutes to do a niche. And you probably, from reading through this course and from doing some searches on YouTube, will also know what their main problems is. But I'm going to tell you what their main problems are. Well, I'm going to show you what their how to find that out. And when you sell them, what are you selling them? You're selling them meal plans. You're selling them grocery lists. You're selling them how many calories to eat. You're selling them pre-workout meals. You're selling them plant-based meals, post-workout meals. You're selling them how to track their progress, like a tracking chart. You're selling them mindset and encouragement. You're selling them And all of this can be reinterpreted under your particular way of doing clean eating. If you are a clean eater, you probably know how to do all of this stuff anyway. If you're not a clean eater, but you've always been interested in getting into clean eating, then you do your own 3-month clean eating journey. And you document it on a blog, and then you sell what you learned at the end of it. So you take 3 months, or you put it in a membership site, and you document what you're doing, and you give weekly checkups and live online calls with people that are following your journey and doing it themselves. And you check in every Friday, and you coach people, and you encourage people, and you charge, say, $30 a month for that. So there are lots of options within these niches, and that is how you find a profitable niche. So let's move on to the next section. Why people buy. Now we're going to move away from the kind of the niche discovery, and we're going to start getting more into psychology, because there's a lot of reasons why people buy and why they don't buy. But once you've found a niche and you know that people buy, it's about finding out how to make them buy, basically. So we're going a little beyond niche research. I mean, I could have ended the course here, but I wanted to give you a little bit more on buyer psychology so that you know what to sell people, how to sell it to them. See, free information is abundant on the internet, as we all know. And the first question that people usually ask themselves once they've found a niche and once they start developing a product, whether it be a product to build a list or a product to sell, they're like, well, why would anybody buy that? You can find clean eating programs for free online. You can download progress tracking charts online. It's got to be all out there. It's got to be on YouTube, for crying out loud. And yes, free information is abundant online. And free information can help you personally learn along your journey. But the truth is that no value is placed on free information. Most people do not place any value on free information. Why? Because it's free. People value things that they pay for far, far more than they value things that they can just find with a quick YouTube search or a quick Google search. So free information is good because it can help you gain more information quickly so that you can apply it and then turn around and teach it and charge money for it so that people will buy it from you. Now, there's more. The other reasons why people buy is because people will pay for more than just information. People pay for convenience, which means that the information is all presented in one place. They don't have to go search on 40 different sites for it. People pay for speed. If it's all right there for them and you've already gone through it and you can find the hacks or the shortcuts to the result that they want, they will pay for that. They will pay for the perception of value. If they basically tell them that it took you 3 months to do your clean eating program, and if you had to pay a coach $100 a month to do your clean eating program, but you're offering them the full 3 months of what you learned, all the meal plans, all the workout plans, all the tracking devices, plus weekly coaching for $50. They will take that. You know what I mean? You'd have to test all of that, but that is a great deal, because $300 plus all the media, plus all the tracking, plus all the coaching, blah blah blah, $50 is a heck of a deal. So there's a perceived value in what you are offering as well. And then lastly, your authority. You've already been through it, or you're going through it. You are learning about it and you are doing it right in front of their eyes, or you're already an established authority, and people pay to learn from authority figures and from experts. So all of those things are reasons why people buy too, which is why, like I said at the beginning, you need to pick one niche and you need to focus on it. So now let's talk about determining buying power. Well, we've already gone through this a little bit, but I want to kind of just quickly gloss over. If you're in a market and you're not 100% sure, you're passionate about it, you've done the basic market research or the basic niche core research method, but you're still not entirely convinced about buying power, here are some of the things. You can go to ClickBank, you can go to Warrior Plus, you can go to JVZoo, and you can go to Udemy. But if you want to make 150, 100,000% sure, go to Google and do a quick Google search. Look for keywords, look for related keywords, and look for if people are advertising on those keywords. Now I'll do a quick Google search again. We'll do clean eating and we'll see how it goes. And I'm just going to do a basic Google search. This will probably be a Canadian Google search. So let's have a quick look. Clean eating mag. Am I on google.ca? I want to be on Google. Google.com is where I want to be. It's not going to let me go, because there's usually a lot more information on google.com. So we're going to go google.com. I hope it lets me. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so this particular one I can't do, but I'm going to do clean eating anyway. And we're going to look. So Clean Eating Magazine is there. So I'm not seeing a lot of organic. Here's an ad right down here. Green Living is advertising. So let's look at Eat Clean Meal Plan. And I'm not seeing any ads. But then there's an ad right down at the bottom. So people are advertising here. Another thing that you can look at is searches related to clean eating. So let's go back to the clean eating basics, clean eating for weight loss, clean eating rules, clean eating for beginners. Let's have a look. And there's a book, and then there's a shop over here. So somebody is advertising their book over here. Let's look for more advertising. Not a lot of advertising there. How to begin eating clean. And what I like to do is I just like to look within my niche on a Google search. Now I'm not seeing eating clean on a budget, probably not, but you never know. All right, so there was a little bit of advertising there. Let's go to keto. Keto, just so that I can show you diet. The advertising. So there's a book over here that they're advertising, and keto diet menu. Keto diet weight loss. Let's go there. So again, another book. Now I wouldn't worry too much about this. Keto diet weight loss menu. Canada Google doesn't have as much advertising, but as you can see, there is some advertising happening for clean eating and for keto as well. So when you see advertising on Google, and you see lots of different keywords as well on Google in your niche, it should give you more of a certainty that you are in a buyer's market, because people do not advertise unless they are making money selling what they are selling. So it's a really good thing to do as well. Now, we've got our niche. We know it's a buyer's niche. So what do you do right after you find your niche? You want to discover their top problems. And we're going to go hugely in depth into how to discover people's top problems, but I want you to go to tables of contents of books, like we did with the Udemy course, right? Courses, top problems or top, So, right, like we did with the Udemy course on clean eating, that gave you a list of problems that people have. They don't know how to put the meals together. They don't know, how to track their progress. They don't know what kind of things to do before a workout. They don't know what to do after a workout, and they don't know the they need to keep motivated on the clean eating diet, which is why that whole course was such a gold mine for anybody that's interested in clean eating to get into and to learn what the problems and concerns are in the market. Another place to go is Facebook groups. I'm sure there are clean eating groups on Facebook, and you can dive into those, start going through people's posts, taking note of questions, start getting involved in conversations if you want, if you're already a clean eater. Find out what people's problems and concerns and desires are, and you start seeing patterns emerge, and those are the main problems, and those are the things that you can create your information product solutions around. Lastly, like I've said before, other people's products. We already went through the Udemy course. You could go through Google Books, you could go through the magazines on clean eating. You could look at other people's affiliate products that are being offered, whether it be on ClickBank or Commission Junction, those sorts of things, and you can just go through those products to find out what problems they solve, to look at what solutions they are offering for what problems, because you get paid to solve problems. That's all that this is about. It's all that it's ever been about. It's all that it's ever going to be about. So you need to discover the top, say, 3 to 5 problems in that market, and then pick the biggest one and write your first opt-in to solve it. And that's your first solution. And you can either build a list or sell it. That's beyond the scope of this course, of course. But so that's it. After that, you find problems. That's your job. Now, we are at an hour and 20. I want to get this last section done. Okay, I'm really over delivering here, but I really want to get this last section done because it's so special. I'm so excited to present this to you. Buyer psychology, getting into the mind of your market. We're going to look at customer avatar and psychographics from the master, Dan Kennedy, and his Ultimate Sales Letter. This is advanced stuff, all right? But once you've got your niche and you want to start creating content around it and you want to start looking at solutions and how to solve those problems, you're going to want to get right into the mind of your market. And the first thing to do is build what I call a customer avatar. That's the standard advertising term for it. And this is somebody you make up in your mind based on what you know about the demographics of the market from your media kit and from Facebook groups and whatnot. And you think of one person, you make up one person, you give them a name, you give them an age based on what you know, you give them a sex based on what you know, a marital status, and an income. And we did the clean eating media kit. You give them a name, and so what I could do is I could pick somebody right now out of clean eating from that media kit, and I would call her Sandy. She is 47 years old. She's actually married. This is her second marriage. And I'm just saying that because every 50, marriages end in divorce. 50% of marriages end in divorce right now. So she's 47. She makes about, the household income is 85 it was. So she makes about 55. And she does a job. She is a accounts receivable person in a medium-sized corporation, and she wants to do clean eating because she wants to lose weight, and also because she wants more energy. And she heard that clean eating is really, really good for energy. She sits on her butt all day in her office job, as most of us do. She tries to stay healthy, but she has put on a couple of pounds. And she just wants more energy, and so does her husband actually, but she's doing this mainly for herself. And she's very excited about clean eating. She's heard a lot of good things about it, but she doesn't know how to get started. She wants a structured meal plan. She wants some help on what sorts of exercises she should start with, because she hasn't exercised in a long time, and she needs some help. She needs some help with those sorts of things. So Sandy would be somebody that I just made up out of the blue, but I would write and create all of my content, all of my marketing communications with Sandy in mind. And I would picture her in my mind. I would, if I could put together a drawing of Sandy or a computer, find a clip art, or not a clip art, but like a stock photo of somebody that looked like Sandy to me, who Sandy would be, I would have her close to my computer. And I would think about Sandy, and I would write all of my marketing materials, whether they be blog posts or videos or whatever, about clean eating, with Sandy in mind, talking to Sandy, so that Sandy, when she watches my YouTube channel, comes across a YouTube video or comes across a blog post, feels like I'm speaking to her. Now, that's only one half of getting into the mind of your market. The other half is in depth, but this is Dan Kennedy, and I'm not going to claim that it's me, because I'm not a thief. This is Dan Kennedy's stuff, and he's a master. Now, when you answer these questions after you've spent some time in your market, you'll be able to answer all of these questions, and you will know the market like the back of your hand. It's magic. What keeps them awake at night? What are they afraid of? What are they angry about? Who are they angry at? Let me give you a hint here. That's always one of them. There's usually 2 or 3 in total, but one of them is always themselves. And why? Why are they angry? Or who are they angry at? What are their top 3 daily frustrations? What 3 things do they get frustrated at almost every single day? What trends are occurring and will occur in their businesses or in their lives? How does that relate to their niche and their problems? What do they secretly desire the most in regards to that niche? So what does Sandy secretly desire the most? Once she's got more energy and she's got less, she's lost a little bit of weight thanks to clean eating, what does she desire the most? She might desire a new wardrobe. She might desire to be able to go on a vacation and feel more comfortable with herself. She might want to run a marathon or a half marathon. That's her goal. And so she's kind of getting into clean eating in order to get her energy up so that she can do the half marathon. I'm not sure, but I would find out with market research. Now, is there a built-in bias to the way that they make decisions? As an example, engineers and scientists are usually very, very analytical. So you need to keep that in mind when you're marketing to your niche. Or are they overly emotional? Or are they outgoing, fun people? Or are they, in general, a little more quiet or introverted? That sort of thing. Do they have their own language or lingo? As you know, like thinking in the health market, people that do CrossFit, they've got their own lingo, their own things. They've got WOD, which is workout of the day. They do weird exercises like burpees, and they call their workouts different names as well. So you need to learn the lingo of your market as well. You know, what special languages do they have? Last 2, who else is selling something similar to them, and how are they doing it? This is your competition research. So what other products are available in the market, and how are they being sold? Are they information products? Are they hard goods? Are they coaching? Is it services? What's happening there? And lastly, who else has tried selling them something similar? And how did that fail? How did that fail? Who else has tried selling them something similar, and why did it fail for them? So have they tried this before, and why didn't it work? Now, when you answer all of these questions, you'll be able to figure out how to speak to them. You'll be able to create a solution that fills in the holes that they've fallen through before, or that the previous solutions didn't happen before. And I'm going to ask one more question. What happens? What might happen if they do nothing about their problem? What might happen if they don't do anything about this, if they don't fix their problem? This could be a fear, could be related to fear, but very specifically, what's going to happen if they don't do anything about this, if they let this go on? So if you can take some time and answer, sit down with a piece of paper, and if you don't know 100%, make it up. At first, make it up, and the more information that you gather about your market, the more accurate you'll be able to be with these questions, and you can revise them and change them as you go. But these questions from Dan Kennedy will really allow you to get into the mind of your market, of your niche, and then you'll be able to start marketing to them and gain some authority because you know them so well. So lastly, I just want to thank you so much for being willing to go with me for like an hour, and however long it's been. It looks like it might be either an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes, either way. And I'm really, really looking forward to hearing from you about your experiences picking a niche. If you want to contact me, you can contact me through my blog at iamwithzad.com, or you can find me on Facebook. Nathan Zadwarny is my Facebook. I'm probably the only one on there, and if if there's more than one, there's a good chance that one of those accounts is fake. So find the real one and then report the fake one, please. Or just email me, because if you're on my email list, just shoot me an email and let me know what you thought of this product, or leave a review for me, whether it be on the Warrior Forum or elsewhere. And get out there, find your niche, find out what they want, find out how to get into their heads, find out what their needs and desires and dreams and frustrations and problems, especially problems, are. And then start figuring out how to solve those problems for them. And you'll be on the road to a successful internet business. Thank you so much for taking the time. I'm Nathan Zadwarny. Take care.